Hello there, Capricorn. Thank you so much for stopping by for your weekly tarot video forecast. This forecast is for the week of April the 4th through the 10th. We are going to be pulling one card for each day just to get a peek at some of the highlights, maybe even a theme or two for the week, and just see what shows up. While I'm shuffling, I do want to remind you that this is just a what am I looking for? A collective message for everybody who looks at this video. If you guys want something that is more of a private reading where I'm looking at only your energy, you may want to check out the website above my head. All my contact information is there. Just reach out to me and we'll get you scheduled. That way you're not sharing your reading with everybody else watching this video. So because this is a collective, not everybody is going to have everything that I say come to pass, but most of you should have most of it come to pass. All right, so let's pop into the weekend Capricorns. Starting with Saturday, Six of Cups coming up in reverse, and Sunday, the Hermit card in reverse. That's one I like in reverse, by the way. So with Saturday being the Six of Cups in reverse, this is telling me that you're remembering something that whenever you have the memories of this, you're kind of like, thank goodness I'm not in that situation anymore. All right. So, not the most happiest making memories. There may be somebody coming around that is bringing those memories with them for you. But I will tell you, for the majority of you, what I'm really feeling like is that, you're having these memories without anybody actually, from the past triggering them. So, you may be looking through some old photo albums or some old paperwork, some old documents, things like that could be going on, creating those triggers for those old memories, but there's something going on here that's causing you to have old memories that are not your favorites. Let's say that. Sunday is a nice card. We've got the Hermit card coming up in reverse, and I wonder if this isn't related to Saturday's card because the Hermit card does talk about doing things by ourselves, which is what makes me think maybe somebody didn't bring these memories with them. Maybe there's something you stumbled across alone. And you have spent some time actually examining yourself and examining where am I now and where do I want to be? What do I need to do to get there? What makes me tick? What makes me happy? What makes me sad? What makes me motivated? All of that good stuff. And with the Hermit card in reverse, now on Sunday, we see you coming out to interact with the world and to do that in such a way that you are now in alignment with your new priorities that you just set for yourself during your hermit time. Okay, so that's our weekend, Capricorns. Next, we're going to look at the week. So, what we have coming up for Monday is the Empress in reverse. We're going to talk about that a little bit. We have the Four of Wands. Very nice, very nice. High Priestess, also a very nice card. Boop, boop. And then the Three of Wands, another good one. You have a really great week. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So you've got a really great week actually coming up. It looks like the weekend might be a little bit, yeah. But after Monday, we're doing great. And when I talk to you about Monday, you guys are going to do great, even if other Capricorns don't. Okay. That's the whole point of having a reading ahead of time is that you can make some changes on anything that you don't like. So we already know Monday you have the Empress in reverse. What's Empress in reverse mean? Empress in reverse means that you're manifesting exactly the opposite of what you want on Monday. How is that happening? Well, that's happening because you're focusing on what you're afraid of, what you're nervous about, what you hope doesn't happen, rather than focusing on what you're excited about, what you want to manifest, and what you hope does happen. So, the key here is when you catch yourself having those negative thoughts, acknowledge them, don't fight them. We don't want to give them extra energy. But then, just say something in your mind or maybe even out loud. Say, oh, maybe that's true. There's your acknowledgement. But what if? And then after, but what if you fill that out with your most perfect ending that you can imagine? So maybe that's true that the dog is getting sick. But what if the dog is in totally perfect health and he lives a long, long, long life after today? Okay. So that's just one example. And that's kind of a corny example, I know, but it gives you an idea. Now, let's look at Tuesday. Here we have the Four of Wands. Four of Wands just says that somebody is coming into the nest. Now, this could be you going into like somebody else's nest or the nest from your past, your childhood home. Or it could be someone coming to you and sharing your nest with you. This does have a very celebratory feel to me. So, whichever way that's happening, whether you're the host or the hostess, or whether you're the one going the distance mostest, then this still feels very celebratory and very positive, very good. So, we like that card. That's for Tuesday. Wednesday, of course, I like this card. It's the High Priestess. It's me. I don't know that it's necessarily me, but it's definitely talking about somebody like me that you are interacting with on Wednesday, Capricorn. So some of you could be getting a reading with a reader. I mean, hopefully, if you're getting a reader with a reading, a reader with a reader, it's me. But some of you actually could be um, noticing your own psychic abilities and paying attention to your own intuition, especially on Wednesday. So, very nice card either way. Now then, looking at Thursday, we do have the Three of Wands. This just says you're making some kind of long-term plans on Thursday. These could be travel plans for the future, or it could be, I want to live in a house that has a Bavarian look, let's say, or whatever. Whatever your long-term plans are, we see you making some on Thursday. That could involve travel, but it doesn't have to. Friday, we have the Ace of Pentacles coming up in reverse for you Capricorns. This just means that you are giving somebody a chance or an opportunity. This can be a second chance. This can be an opportunity. This can be giving somebody a gift. Generally, if it's a chance, I do see it as a second chance. But you're giving somebody like a second chance or an opportunity or a gift on Friday, maybe even more than one of those things, all rolled up together. All right. So that's what we have for you, Capricorns, for the week. Thank you very much for stopping by and hanging out with me. I do appreciate all of your support. Some of you I will be seeing here this week for readings or Reiki sessions or mentoring sessions, etc. The rest of you, I'll see back on the next video. Peace out.